Mark, I'm glad to be here talking to you. And most of the people I've been talking with ask me, who's this guy? Why is he so famous? And what is the truth plane that you talk about?
Yeah, great question, Daniel. So my name's Mark Bowden. I'm an expert in human behavior and body language. I've been voted the #1 body language professional in the world 2 times in a row. I've written 4 books on human behavior and body language. And Truth Plane is a communications training company, and we train people all over the world to stand out, win trust, gain credibility every time they communicate. We're doing that through workshops, through keynotes, through one-on-one training as well, not only through me, but through other skilled professionals, including, of course, yourself, Daniel, who are getting across the Truth Plane methodology and their own methodologies across the world. That's me, and that's what we do. So just like everybody who works in Truth Plane, what we work with is anybody from a single entrepreneur who's new to their message, up to somebody who may be even a prime minister of the G7, who may be not so new to the world of communication, but they still have barriers that they need to get through. They're at that point where they need new help, new training, new tools, new techniques in order to bridge that gap from where they are now to where they really need to be in order to get their message across, stand out, win trust, and gain credibility. So this work, either through me or through yourself, Daniel, is open to everybody. All you need is the need to want to be a way better communicator and reach more people.
What would you say is the difference between amateurs communicators and professional communicators? What is the difference between them?
Well, look, really, it's nothing more, I would say, than a much higher need in order to get that message across from a work point of view. The amateur communicator is probably working in the world and with their social groups, but they're not relying on communication potentially for their business to really make money, to supply to their family and to their general society. The professional communicator, I would say, communication for them is central to their business, how they make money, and how they provide for themselves and their family and their community.
I mean, you can learn that.
Right. Nobody is born to be a great communicator. We all learn that skill. Now, some people look like they've been born great communicators. No, they've learned the skill. They just don't know how they learned it, or you don't know how they learned it. All these skills can be learned. All you need is a great trainer. So to be a professional communicator, try and seek out professional help around that. Just like you would in any area of your profession, find good people who can help you learn that skill. And communication, the best communication techniques can absolutely be learned.
All right, let's move on now to a couple of quick tips that I'm sure the people will appreciate. How to gain trust when you're public speaking.
Sure, absolutely. So, look, we make up our mind immediately as to whether a professional communicator can be trusted or not. You know, they come out in public and we decide immediately, is this person benefit for us or are they risk? And we mainly make that judgment based on their non-verbal communication, their body language. Let me tell you, there are 2 types of body language. There's open body language and there's closed body language. Yeah, there's warm body language and there's cold body language. The best tip I can give people, and the most good general tip, is try and produce warm, open body language rather than closed, cold body language. Let me give you a quick example of what very good, open, warm body language would be. And what I would suggest is you're trying to do open palm gestures at exactly navel height as much as you can. So your palms are nice and open, your torso is nice and open, instead of being closed with your body language and contained with it, and controlled and closed with it. So open, warm body language rather than cold and closed body language. I hope that's a good, simple technique for people.
Thank you. Now, many people, when they hear about body language, they think about the TV show Lie to Me. Can anyone spot lies just like that? He's lying because he's touching his nose. He's lying because his eyes are looking down to the right or to the left. How real is that?
Well, so the simplest answer to that is lying is one of our most important social skills. So anybody who fits in socially, not only are you able to tell the truth well to other people, you're able to lie well to them as well. Because it's important that now and again we can massage the truth a little bit, manipulate the truth a little bit for the good of the people that we're talking to and for the good of the group. And if we weren't able to do that, if we weren't all of us able to be good liars and be able to lie without being detected, then we wouldn't be able to get on socially. So we're all very good liars, and we're not very good at detecting lies. So no, there's no kind of one signal for lying. In order to work out if somebody is lying, you have to go through actually quite a long process of what we call interview and interrogation in order to find that out for sure. And thank goodness for that, because if it weren't for that, we'd be able to spot the lies all the time and we wouldn't be able to get on with anybody.
Great. How do you feel about bringing your knowledge, truth-playing programs to South America? What can people expect if they hire truth-playing?
If you or your organization, if you know that you could profit more, if you and your people were seen more and seen more credible and seen as more trustworthy, then really take that truth-playing training, because there's no other training in the world that will more quickly and more effectively win you that trust and credibility, not only if you're communicating in South America, but very much especially if you're communicating from South America as a South American across the world, because the truth-playing techniques are universal. They're not specific to just one culture. So you can expect, I would suggest, the best tools and techniques in terms of how to present yourself in the world.
So we welcome everybody to the truth-playing world.
Well, thank you, Daniel. Thank you for giving this opportunity to speak to you and to South America in general. And of course, if anybody out there is thinking that they're looking for this kind of help, then just speak to Daniel. He's your best access to these techniques, to truth playing, and to me. So thanks for having me.